What is going on YouTube? This is Jim back with another video, and today I thought we would take a look at the definitive sale going on right now this summer. It is the Sony mid-year sale, and if you have PlayStation 4 Plus, you have got to check this site out and check out some of these ridiculously good deals, way better than the lackluster Steam sale to be determined on the upcoming Xbox sale, although they usually do a pretty good job of sales, so I'm optimistic with that. I have flagged for you a slew of games that I think deserve a little bit of attention, primarily because of their price, but also because they're things that I had been looking at for a while. I did not flag games that I currently own. A lot of them I got on PlayStation Plus. So without further ado, let me navigate over here and let's dive into the goodies. God of War 3 Remastered is first. Look at the ridiculous reduction in price. $4 for one of the best in the series. Now, I know they're redoing the new God of War, but if you yearn for old Kratos for $4, a savings of 80%. Highly recommend you pick this one up. It's hack and slash all the way, and I think you'll have a really good time with it. And I have no doubt that this remaster is amazing looking. I didn't pull the Metacritic score on this one because I think we all know what to expect from God of War. Next on the list is The Last of Us Left Behind. I did not get a chance to play this when it came out. This is a pretty decent discount at only $4. This is the standalone prequel of Ellie. And I'm curious to see what she was up to before she ran into Joel. I love this universe. I'm very excited for the sequel. Until then, this will have to do. And for a 60% reduction in price, I think it's really hard not to pass this up if you don't have it. And I think that it's going to be a winner. I mean, it's got a pretty good rating in terms of just, it's Naughty Dog. I mean, you know what quality those guys are capable of. Next is Adrift. Adrift is a 85% savings. It's a $3 game, normally for $20. The Metacritic score, however, is a little bit low, and that does worry me. It's at 56%, which isn't the best. That is a little troubling. However, the biggest criticism I've seen is that it does not have VR. I guess this game launched around the time of PlayStation VR, but it's a space simulator. You fly around, you navigate through space. It looks pretty, looks fun, looks like a simple experience, something that I might enjoy. Critics really beat it up again for the lack of VR, which I don't even have right now. So for $3, I say we try it out. Up next is Submerged. Submerged came out during the Summer of Play last year. One of the games that came out during that event was Brutal. Unfortunately, Brutal is not on the sale. This game is a 90% discount at $1.99. This is almost free, okay? $1.99 is peanuts. You play as this girl who, I believe her daughter or her son, some child is weak, and you have to go around and scavenge materials. The world is submerged, hence the name of the game. Didn't get the best Metacritic score. The biggest thing I've seen was a lot of people said the controls were a little wonky. Maybe it came out a little before its time. Don't know if there's any post-game patches with this one or not, but for $2, if it's an open world dystopian type where you're walking around and navigating and collecting things, I think it's worth a try, right? I mean, I don't know. It seems okay to me. So I'm going to go ahead and bite on that one. The Unfinished Swan is a game I've had my eye on for quite some time, but at an 80% savings for $2.99. Can't pass this one up. It's hard to explain what I think this game is. I'm not entirely sure. It's definitely a game where you kind of navigate around this world. You could tell there's a lot of play on color and on light and on shadows where things aren't necessarily what they seem to be. It seems very artistically stylized. It's got a pretty good rating, which I'll go over to the tab in a second. You'll see. And I think this is one of those games that you probably play in an afternoon, but it's an experience you'll probably remember. And there you can see the Metacritic score at 83. That is very, very high. Very excited for that one. Up next on my must-have list is Risk of Rain. I almost picked this up quite a few times. I mean, the normal asking price is only $10, but for a 60% discount at $3.99, hard to pass up. This is a procedurally based roguelite/roguelike game in which you have to navigate and survive on this planet. You select a character that has different perks. You go around and pick up pieces of gear and weapons and fight bosses and try to stay alive. The name Rain, the Risk of Rain, is the rain is lava or some kind of poison. It gets harder as you go along. I love these types of games. This reminds me of all my favorite Rogue Legacy, Spelunky, Enter the Gungeon. This is right in my wheelhouse. And it's got a very good rating at an 81% score on Metacritic. So definitely check that one out. Next up is The Bridge, which, again, a normal price game at $10 is not much to ask for, but for $2.29 at a 77% savings. Look at this art. This is MC Escher, the game. It looks amazing. From my understanding and what I have read about it, it is a puzzle-type game in which you have to navigate a character through the world. And you can see here where things might be the side, but suddenly they're on the top. Everything is all twisted. There's different shapes, symmetry. It seems like a very abstract-looking puzzle game. Beautiful, grayed-out like tone of an art style. I think there's going to be a lot of attention to detail and navigating. I'm really looking forward to that one. Pretty decent Metacritic score, too, sitting at 74%. And this 2D puzzle logic game with pretty graphics is going to be mine. Last on my list is Flow for the PlayStation, Vita, PS3, PS4. It's one of these cross-play titles. Normal asking price wasn't very much. I'm not expecting too much from this particular game. However, it definitely has the tones of Flower and Journey, and I believe it's made from the same game company. The best I can tell, this is one of those games like Flower where you start off as a small little parasite and start eating more and more things and grow stronger and bigger. I'm sure there's tons of beautiful music to accompany it. Had a pretty good Metacritic score as well. So, if you have not yet done so, I strongly encourage you to get on your computer or open up the PlayStation Store, navigate to the mid-year sale. There are 504 different entries. Some of them are DLC for games. Some of them are the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita version. So there's not exactly 504 games. I think under Sony, when I searched for just PS4, I want to say like 63 or 64 titles popped up. But very, very good reduction in price. Again, I filtered out by things that I already had, but looking at this list, it is very robust. There are a lot of really good AAA games on here that are heavily discounted. They have the new Diablo, which was with the brand new Necromancer that just launched, was it yesterday? For $40 now. I've already dropped the 34% reduction in price. That is better than Best Buy Gamer Club Unlocked. That is better than Amazon Prime for a brand new title. Ratchet and Clank is a steal. Mad Max is a steal. The definitive edition of Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. I may go back and pick this one up when I read through what the DLC actually is. I have a feeling that it's probably pretty good. So for $4, that's probably cheaper than the standard DLC. So anyways, I think I'll be getting that one. As always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Get out there, save some money. And until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.